Today, we're going to talk about something that might actually shock you. Why studying grammar could actually be slowing down your Spanish. Check this out. You've been told to learn conjugations, memorize their endings, memorize numerous moods, memorize numerous tenses, and fill in charts. But get this, that's exactly why you can't speak Spanish naturally. Here's the truth. Native speakers don't think in grammar rules. They think in patterns. Just think about how you speak your native language. So if you want to speak Spanish confidently in 2026, you've got to stop studying grammar first and start doing this instead. Let's get into it. By the way, soy Profe Don Omar, and I've been teaching Spanish for over 25 years. Now I help busy adults just like you go from hola to full-fledged conversations in Español without the added stress. Entonces aquí es el problema. I've seen it hundreds of times. Adults with notebooks full of rules, but zero confidence to open their mouths when it's time to have a conversation. Is that you? I mean, sure, you might know the preterite and imperfect tense charts by heart, but when it's time to actually talk, that's when your brain freezes. Because grammar-based learning builds knowledge, not instinct. Basically, you're training your brain to analyze instead of communicate. You can't think your way to fluency, you have to feel your way there. Here's the truth. Because old study habits die hard, you may find yourself obsessed or even stressed. I know I did, and it was mainly for certification purposes only. I mean, I knew every rule from textbooks, but when I found myself in conversations, especially in restaurants with questions like, ¿Qué vas a pedir? ¿O qué vas a ordenar? I would freeze and my mind would go absolutely blank. So what I did and what I want you to do today is flip the script. For 30 days, don't pick up another grammar chart. Just practice with real sentences, repetition, and real world mini stories. Mira aquí. Week 1, I want you to build one sentence a day. Week 2, I want you to practice short responses to that question that you built. Week 3, I want you to add in a listening drill and be sure to compound the previous week with the new task that you have for the upcoming week. By week 4, you'll be able to speak full sentences confidently without translating. And that's when you realize grammar comes alive through usage, not the other way around. Somebody just recently left a comment on an older video about knowing these phrases and these questions and how does that help you with the response that they may give you back. Here's a quick tidbit of information. What you do with these questions is you are strategically coming up with a question that you know there's only 1 to 3 ways or maybe 4 ways that a person can respond to them. I guarantee you, out of that simple question that you're constantly repeating and working with over and over again, there's only 1 to 4 answers on a good day, depending on what the question is, of what they could possibly come back and respond with. Oftentimes, people are not going to even respond in full-fledged, complete sentences. Oftentimes, it may be 1 to 3, 1 to 5 words. You should be able to identify what would be a potential sentence or response to this question I'm asking that would maximize no more than 5 words in a phrase. At least if you catch the first 3 to 5 words in a phrase, you'll have a pretty good idea of what the actual conversation is about and how you can facilitate the conversation and continue with your follow-up question after that. It's absolutely pretty easy. And if you want more information about that, leave a comment below on how to facilitate a conversation in Espanol, and we'll do a video on that one as well. So now, what do you do instead of studying grammar? Step 1, learn by chunks and not rules. Useful phrases like, me tengo que ir, or tengo que irme, or ¿qué tal si pruebas la sopa de verduras? These are some of the phrases that will definitely come in useful when you're in these small conversations. And how you can also look at these, they're grammar lessons disguised as communication. So paso número 2, we're talking about pattern recognition. I want you to notice how verbs shift in context. I'm talking about from fui to iba to voy. And I want you to trust that your brain sees these patterns naturally. Como, ayer fui al parque. Cuando era niño, iba al parque cada día. El martes, voy al parque. This is one of those pattern shifts, and there's some trigger phrases in here that we also can learn about that actually tip us off to, is this something that was done yesterday and it was only done once? Is it something that I used to do all the time when I was a kid? Or is it something that is potentially now or going to happen in the near future? In paso número 3, we're talking about speak every single day. One sentence out loud even to yourself. Hey, real quick, if you're gaining value from today's video, be sure to like it, hype it, and then share it with someone you know trying to become a better, confident Spanish speaker. Now, let's get back to the rest of the video. In paso número 4, we're gonna let grammar confirm what you already have noticed. Once you've heard the phrase estaba comiendo enough times, then that's why you study why it works. It's like music. You don't study the scales before you hear the melody. You listen, imitate, then understand. That's how real fluency happens. So let's do a quick recap. Grammar is not bad. It's just the wrong starting point when you're trying to learn a language. Start with patterns, phrases, and practice. Speak first, analyze later. Because fluency doesn't come from memorizing, it comes from momentum. And every sentence that you speak is a rep towards your confidence in Espanol. So now as we begin to land the plane, let's remember this. Recuerda eso. Don't chase grammar perfection, chase connection. Every time that you use Spanish to connect with someone, your grammar improves automatically. I always like to leave you with a Profe Power Tip, and today's Profe Power Tip is this. Connection builds confidence, and confidence builds fluency. But just having all these tips down isn't going to start the process of you speaking Spanish now. So click right here where you'll learn to master unas frases básicas en español, and I'll see you over there. Soy Profe Don Omar, your guide on how to speak Spanish now. Nos vemos.